Welcome, young wizards, to your very first day at Science Magic School. In today's explainer, we're going to learn an absolutely incredible spell to uncover the hidden truths of the universe.
See, today, we aren't just memorizing boring facts. No way. We're mastering a secret framework called CER that literally turns everyday clues into powerful scientific explanations. It's kind of the ultimate tool for any science wizard.
All right, let's dive right into this. Our spell has three crucial parts. First up, the claim. That's your direct answer, kind of like your initial wand flick. Next, evidence. These are the clues you can actually test or see, much like gathering your potion ingredients. And finally, reasoning. This is the invisible science rule. We're going to call it the magic connection that makes the whole spell work.
Trial 1, Herbology, Growing Plants. Time for your first test to examine the mysteries of how things grow.
Okay, so we've got a mystery on our hands here. Plant A grew tall and green, but plant B, which was kept in the dark, well, it became pale and weak. So why did this happen? It's not just magic dirt, right? There's a real science reason behind it.
Let's look at our potion ingredients, our evidence. These are the clues we can clearly see. If we look closely, plant A is taller and greener, while plant B is pale and weak. That is our solid, observable proof. This brings us to the crucial point, a reasoning, or the magic connection. It reveals that plants don't just sit in the soil eating dirt. They actively use light energy to create their own food. This process is actually called photosynthesis. So, our magic connection is this. Plants use light to make food to grow strong, meaning less light simply means less food and less growth.
Now let's cast our spell and bring it all together. Here's our CER magic statement. Plant A grew better because it had sunlight, which it uses to make food. See how the claim, evidence, and reasoning all combine to solve the mystery? You've just shifted from stating a simple fact to truly explaining it.
Trial 2. Charms. Slowing toy cars. Let's zoom right into our next challenge, focusing on the invisible forces of motion.
So, here is your second mystery. A toy car is zooming along, but when it hits a patch of rough sandpaper, it suddenly loses its speed. Now, it doesn't just stop because it's tired. There is a very specific physical force at play here.
If we check our evidence, the facts are super clear. The car travels a consistently shorter distance on the rough sandpaper compared to the smooth board. We can actually measure this with a ruler, so it's real, tangible proof.
But what's the secret invisible rule? Our magic connection for this trial is that rough surfaces create friction magic that pulls against movement. Friction acts exactly opposite to the direction of motion, literally pulling against the car to slow it down.
Time to cast the spell. Let's combine the claim, visual evidence, and reasoning. Here is your CRE magic statement. The toy car slowed down on the sandpaper because the rough surface created friction that pulls against it. It's clear, it's scientific, and it flawlessly solves the mystery.
Trial 3, Magnetic Magic, the Invisible Pull. You're doing brilliantly so far, so prepare yourselves for a mysterious, invisible force. Take a look at this strange, everyday mystery. Object P suddenly slides right across the table toward a magnet. But why? I mean, it doesn't have legs, and the magnet didn't even touch it.
Well, by comparing Object P to a plastic button, we gather our evidence. Object P was pulled in, while the plastic button stayed exactly where it was. It didn't react at all.
So, what's our magic connection here? It reveals the scientific principle that magnets don't just pull on anything. Magnets only pull on special metals like iron. They don't pull on all metals, and they definitely don't pull on plastic.
And boom! Let's cast that CER magic statement. Object P was pulled by the magnet because it is made of a magnetic metal like iron. Just like that, you proved why using the magic of science.
Trial 4, Potions Class, Mystery Liquids. For your final graduation test, we need to head down to the dungeon to examine some truly mysterious liquids.
We are looking at several different vials here, and our final challenge is to figure out if any of these seemingly different liquids are actually the exact same potion. How do we know if two things that just look like clear water are actually the very same chemical?
Let's check out our potion recipe data table. If you look really closely at the evidence, you'll see that Liquid 1 and Liquid 4 share the exact same density, color, and melting point. Sure, they have different masses, but everything else matches perfectly.
This brings us to the chemistry magic connection. It tells us that samples of the same substance will always share the exact same properties regardless of how much of it is in the container. Basically, every substance has a unique property ID card. Mass just tells us how much potion is in the vial, not what the potion actually is.
So, here is your final CER magic statement. Liquid 1 and 4 are the same substance because they have the exact same property ID card. Absolutely perfect.
Master of Science Magic, Graduation Day. Congratulations, young wizards. You have successfully passed all 4 trials.
Now that you wield the incredible power of claim, evidence, and reasoning, what hidden truths in the world around you will you uncover next? Whether it's plants leaning toward a window, bikes skidding to a stop, or just ice melting in your glass, keep observing, keep reasoning, and keep practicing your science magic.